This is KCTV English News. I'm Nick Brontes. Local authorities say they have determined that no Jeju Islanders came into contact with a 61-year-old Seoul man who has tested positive for MERS. The provincial government says it checked the roughly 440 passengers who had taken the same flight as the man, as well as the 22 people who had come into relatively close contact with him, and found no islanders on either list. Local officials have upgraded the island's MERS advisory level and will inspect Jeju National University Hospital, which is a nationally designated quarantine center for the illness. A special squad, led by the director of the Health, Welfare, and Women's Department, has been formed to direct the island's prevention efforts. It began work Sunday. With the Chuseok holidays just around the corner, local officials are stepping up efforts at Jeju's airport and seaports to protect the island from infectious livestock diseases. The Jeju Veterinary Service Laboratory will disinfect all visitors and vehicles that come to the island. People involved in the livestock industry will be subject to separate disinfection procedures. The lab will boost the number of personnel involved in this work from the current 18 to 24, and it will ensure all points of entry have adequate disinfection equipment. Authorities will also reinforce their crackdown on banned imports to the island of cattle, hogs, and other animals, as well as beef up inspections of poultry and other animals as part of efforts to keep Jeju free of foot and mouth disease, swine fever, and highly pathogenic avian influenza. In somewhat related news, local authorities are also working harder to ensure all livestock products are subject to the proper sanitary controls and that they all have correct origin labeling. The crackdown began Monday and is running through September 21st. The province, the Ministry of Food and Drug Safety, and the Animal and Plant Quarantine Agency have teamed up for the inspections, and they are focusing on producers and distributors of livestock products. The inspectors are placing extra emphasis on large retailers and livestock cooperatives because of their popularity with shoppers. The provincial government is collecting samples of livestock products to check sanitation and safety, and it plans to increase shipments of the products to keep up with demand and stabilize prices. An orientation was held Sunday for a citizens committee that will take part in a public opinion poll about the opening of Greenland International Hospital. 200 local residents are in the group. The Sunday event began with them receiving appointment letters. There was then a presentation that outlined the deliberation program that will follow. The group is charged with formulating plans on the issue that can reach a consensus among area residents. For about the next month, they will study and discuss the hospital, as well as listen to what other members of the local public have to say about it. The Jeju Buddhist Broadcasting System opened a radio station on Imhangdo, Jeju City, on Sunday. Governor Won Hee-ryong, Council Speaker Kim Tae-seok, and National Assembly member Oh Young-hoon participated in the opening ceremony and offered their congratulations. BBS plans to air a variety of programs about all facets of society and culture from the Buddhist perspective. It can be heard in Jeju City by tuning your radio to 94.9. In Seogwipo, it's at 100.5. Local organizations and the political community have welcomed a Jeju District Court decision to resume retrials of people convicted for offenses during the April 3rd incident. Mike Balfour reports.
Some islanders were imprisoned after conviction by illegal military courts during the April 3rd incident. 2,530 people were convicted by the military courts during the incident. They didn't even know why they were accused or of how long they would be in prison. Fewer than 40 victims have survived. 18 survivors applied to the Jeju District Court for resumption of retrials of people convicted for offenses during the April 3rd incident. The court has accepted their claim and they will go through legal trials after 70 years. Victims and their families have welcomed the court's decision to resume the retrials.
우리가 악몽 같은 세월을 지나왔습니다. 그래서 우리가 18명이 재심 청구한 결과에 그야말로 기쁜 마음은 한이 없습니다.
There is no record of verdicts at the military trials. Only a list of prisoners was submitted to the court. However, the court accepted the application, judging that military trials were made. The survivors feel that the court's decision leads the island closer to complete resolution of the April 3rd incident-related issues.
진상 규명과 명예 회복이 70년 전이 세세한 자료가 남아있지 않더라도 이루어질 수 있음을 확인하였습니다.
The innocent victims have achieved the first goal to ease their 70-year-long grief. The old survivors' lifelong wishes are getting closer to fulfillment.
아직도 멀었지만 참 반갑고 또 이것을 어머니 돌아가기 전까지 한을 좀 풀어줬으면 좋겠습니다.
죽기 전에 이 문제를 해결했으면 좋겠습니다.
Mike Balfour, KCTV.
Explore and learn about the traditional stone walls that snake all over the island at the Jeju Batam Festival in Woljeongni. There's a 60% chance of a bit of rain through Wednesday morning, and it will be windy throughout the day. For more, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 21 and the afternoon high 26 degrees. It will be slightly warmer down south. Temperatures in Seogwipo will fall between 22 and 27. In Seongsan, the low before lunch will also be 22 and the high later on 26 degrees. Similar temperatures are expected across the island in Gosan. And the morning low at higher elevations like Songpanak will be 16, and the afternoon high 20 degrees. Taking a look at the marine forecast, winds will be out of the northeast and east at 9 to 13 meters per second, and seas will be between 1.5 and 4 meters. And here's a look ahead. That brings us to the end of today's broadcast. Thank you for tuning in, and I hope you'll join me tomorrow at the same time. Don't forget to visit us online at eng.kctvjeju.com. 시청자 여러분, 고맙습니다.